Welcome to Across the Globe. Today we will learn about PHP Syntax Basics. PHP, which stands for Hypertext Preprocessor, is widely used as a server-side scripting language in web development. Enclosed within PHP tags, PHP scripts consist of statements that conclude with a semicolon. For instance, a common usage is storing user input from a form in a database using PHP scripts enclosed in the appropriate tags and ending each statement with a semicolon, ensuring proper execution and functionality in the process. In PHP, variables are identified by starting with a $sign preceding the variable name. These variables do not need a specific data type declaration as PHP is loosely typed. Common data types in PHP encompass strings, text, integers, whole numbers, floats, decimal numbers, booleans, true or false, arrays, collection of data, and objects, instances of classes. For instance, a string variable in PHP would be declared as name equals John Doe, while an integer variable would be age equals 25. This flexibility in typing allows for ease of use and manipulation of data within PHP programs. Conditional statements in PHP, such as if, else, and else if, allow for decision-making based on specific conditions. For instance, you can use an if statement to check if a user is logged in before granting access to certain features on a website. Loops like for each, while, and do while are employed to execute repetitive tasks efficiently. For example, you can use a for each loop to iterate through an array of items and perform the same operation on each item. Switch case statements in PHP aid in selecting one block of code to execute from multiple options based on a specific value. A practical application is a menu system where a user's choice determines which function to execute. Functions in PHP are reusable code blocks defined with the function keyword, enabling modular code organization. Custom functions can be created by specifying the function name and parameters. For instance, a function to calculate the area of a rectangle can be defined with parameters for length and width. Additionally, PHP offers built-in functions for tasks like manipulating strings, working with arrays, and performing mathematical operations. For example, functions like strlen for string length, arrayPush for adding an element to an array, and rand for generating random numbers exemplify the utility of PHP's built-in functions in various programming scenarios. To calculate the sum of two numbers in PHP, you can assign the numbers to variables, num1 and num2 in this case, add them together, sum equals num1 plus num2, and then display the result using echo. For instance, if num1 is 5 and num2 is 10, the sum would be 15, as shown in the example code. Num1 equals 5, num2 equals 10, sum equals num1 plus num2. Echo the sum is .sum. When this code is executed, the output displayed will be the sum is 15". This simple process demonstrates how PHP can be used to perform basic arithmetic operations like addition. In PHP, the for loop structure is utilized to iterate over a specific range of numbers. The loop header consists of three components: initialization, I equals 1, condition, I equals 10, and increment decrement, I++. Within the loop's body, echo $, is used to display the current number followed by a space. For example, the provided code snippet employs a for loop to display numbers from 1 to 10. During each iteration, the value of $, increments by 1. The loop continues as long as $, is less than or equal to 10. After each iteration, the current number is echoed to the output followed by a space. This results in the output 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, where the numbers are displayed sequentially on a single line separated by spaces. Understanding PHP syntax basics is like learning the alphabet before you can start writing sentences. Just like in a sentence, PHP code must follow a specific structure and order to work correctly. Elements like variables, functions, and loops in PHP are like nouns, verbs, and punctuation marks in a sentence. A simple program in PHP can be compared to writing a short story with proper grammar and syntax for it to make sense. Hey, code conquerors, ready to level up? With TechLearn ATG, showcase your skills with official course certificates. Just visit our site and start. Need that extra boost? Get tailored learning, 24/7 support, and expert guidance, coding smarter, growing faster, and making learning fun. Go to our website across the globe, www.atg.world. In this PHP script, we start by defining two variables, character name and character age. These variables hold the name Alice and age 25 respectively. We then proceed to create a function named greetCharacter that takes in two parameters, name and age, and based on the provided age, it displays a message welcoming the character to the story or indicating that they are too young for the adventure. The greetCharacter function is then called with the previously defined variables character name and character age. This demonstrates how functions can be used to encapsulate a set of instructions and be reused with different inputs. Moving on, we have an array named story, which contains different lines of our narrative. We use a for-each loop to iterate through each line in $story array and echo out the story line by line. This code snippet showcases basic PHP concepts such as variable declaration, function creation, conditional statements, arrays, loops, and output handling. These fundamental building blocks are crucial in PHP programming and are commonly used in various web development scenarios to handle data and perform specific tasks. In a real-world scenario, this script could be extended to dynamically generate and display storylines based on user input, making it interactive and engaging. It could also be integrated with a database to fetch character details and storylines dynamically. In the real-world scenario, PHP Syntax Basics can be utilized in industrial applications like e-commerce websites and content management systems. For example, consider an e-commerce platform that uses PHP to manage product inventory. PHP Syntax Basics such as variables, functions, and loops can be employed to track product availability, update prices, and display product information dynamically. Another application could be in building a blogging platform where PHP is used to manage user-generated content. Here, PHP Syntax Basics can help in creating new blog posts, filtering and displaying content based on user preferences, and maintaining a structured layout for an engaging user experience. In conclusion, PHP Syntax Basics play a crucial role in various industrial applications across the globe, enabling developers to build dynamic and interactive websites and web applications efficiently. Keep learning, stay curious, and I'll catch you in the next video.